Welcome to this week's edition of the Prospect League Highlight Show. My name is Wiley Ray, and this week we saw rain delays, high-scoring games, and even some big hits by some of our big hitters here in the Prospect League. With that being said, let's jump right in to the highlights, starting with our first highlight coming from O'Fallon as the Hoots hosted the River Dragons. This one game was a crazy one from the beginning as Alton jumps out to a 6-1 lead in the bottom of the second. O'Fallon was then able to play 3 runs in the second inning to cut the lead to 2, and in the third, they scored 3 more to take the lead. We then fast forward to the 4th inning in a 7-7 ballgame with bases loaded for O'Fallon's Connor Mendel, who hits a 3 RBI triple to give the Hoots a 10-7 lead. They would go on to take this ballgame 12-10. Our next highlight is out of Lafayette as the Aviators offense quickly jumped out to an 8-0 start after 4 innings of baseball. And it was a 6-run 4th inning with Jimmy Janicki hitting a 2 RBI triple. As he finds the perfect gap into right center field, he would go on to be a home run shy of the cycle while going 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs. Our next play is out of Quincy as the Doggy Paddlers hosted for not 1, but 2 games against the Burlington Bees. In game 1, Braden Roberts gets a hold of an inside pitch and sends it straight to right field for a solo home run. The Doggy Paddlers would ultimately take this game 5-2, however, they would split the series as the Bees took game 2 1-0. Moving on to our next play out of Peru, Illinois is the Pistol Shrimp hosted the Lumber Kings, and in the beginning the Pistol Shrimp shot out to an 8-0 start after 3 innings of baseball. It wouldn't be until the 6th inning that we would see another run scored between these two teams, and it was Clinton plating 4 runs to cut the lead to 4. They would then plate 1 in the 5th and the 6th, and then tie the game up in the bottom of the 9th inning. We head to the bottom of the 11th, and with bases loaded, Clinton's Cole Borman gets ready to come set for the pitch, and then resets his shoulders, leading to a balk call, bringing in Illinois Valley's Amir Mitchell to win the game for the Pistol Shrimp in extra innings, 9-8. Our next highlight comes from Chillicothe as the Paints hosted the champion City Kings. And in the bottom of the 3rd, CJ Richmond belts a grand slam into center field to extend the lead to 8-0 and hit his first home run of the season. The Paints would go on to win this matchup 13-4 over the Kings.
Let's blow it open.
For our next highlight, we have our second walk-off of the show, and it is Du Bois County getting the win as the Dans try to turn a double play with runners at 1st and 2nd. They get the first out, and then as they churn to go to 1st for the 2nd out, the throw goes high, allowing Du Bois' Hudson Allen to slide his way in for the walk-off win in a 6-5 victory. We send it back to Peru, Illinois for the Lumber Kings and Pistol Shrimp as Illinois Valley trails by 1 late in the 5th. Amir Gray up to bat, and he hits one into right center field for a base hit to Lumber Kings' Braden Mulkey. Mulkey hits his cutoff man, and the throw to home is in time as Noah Thine puts the tag down for out number 3. And this ultimately sealed the deal as the game ends after a rain delay, giving the victory to the Lumber Kings 4-3. We take it to Springfield for our next highlight, and Jackson Frazier, with an 0-1 count and 2 outs, hits a grand slam to bring the Kings within 3, making it a 7-4 ballgame. Johnstown would then go on to win this one 20-8, courtesy of a big 9th inning for the Mill Rats. And our last highlight comes from Alton as the River Dragons hosted the Jackson Rockabillys, and Isaac Lemansky doing his best impression of Superman at 3rd, making the diving play for the River Dragons, and they soar to a 12-2 win in 8 innings over the Rockabillys. That will do it for this week's episode of the Prospect League Highlight Show. Let us know down below what your favorite highlight from last week was. And if you missed out on all the action, subscribe to the Prospect League Network by going to prospectleaguenetwork.com to make sure you don't miss out on all the nonstop action here in the Prospect League. We'll see you guys next week, and don't forget, baseball is better here in the Prospect League.